guys think America is going to last forever. America is not going to last forever, man. Okay? The Most High is going to destroy this kingdom. Okay? And those that are our people that's not following these laws, statutes, commandments is going to die right here in America. Okay? Good?
But I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God.
See, the Most High is your God. Okay? Not Islam, not Buddhists, not the Catholic Church, but the Most High, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is you so-called niggas' forefathers, man. Okay? Not Ishmael. That's not your forefathers. Okay? That's the Arabs' forefathers. Okay? Your forefathers, you so-called niggas and Latinos, your forefathers are Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And out of Jacob have 12 sons. Okay? If you so-called niggas came out of one of Jacob's sons, which is Judah. You so-called niggas are the head tribes out of all the tribes. You set the trend for your brethren. Okay? Just like when the so-called Jamaicans and the Puerto Ricans, when they come to America, where do they dwell at? They dwell amongst the so-called Negroes. Okay? We start the trend. So once you so-called niggas get yourself together, then your brother's gonna follow right along with the so-called Mexicans also. Okay? They follow our trend because we're the head tribes out of all the tribes. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 76, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Most High.
You hear that? The man that keeps the precepts of the Bible. Okay? Don't eat shrimp. Don't eat crabs. Don't follow Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. Okay? Don't be whoremongers. Put down the weed. Pull your pants up. Okay?
You know, it's funny because our people say, man, that's too much. You brothers are overly righteous, right? But guess what? Christ walked the earth. Did he not try to keep his Father's laws? Did not the prophets and the disciples try to keep these laws? What's so hard about keeping the laws? That means that you just don't want to change from what you was doing. It's simple. You keep all these laws of this land, but you don't want to keep the laws of God? He got 613. You say, oh my God, 613. But in reality, you keeping more than that just in this land. You pay your taxes, right? You doing all these things. You're not running the red light. You go in the store, you behaving properly, paying with the usury fees, whatever they want. You following all the laws here. So why not follow the laws of God, right? You follow the laws at your job, the policies, the procedures, everything they ask you, you do it. Before you even go to the interview, they start asking you questions. Can you do the job? First thing you say is, yes, I can. Can you work with people? Yes, I can. No, good and well, you can't work with people. All right? Our people do all these things, but they don't jump to the hoops for the Most High. And that's what's coming right now. In these last days, you're going to see more brothers like ourselves standing up. All right? We splitting up, going to different parts of the town. We started out here in West Oakland, downtown. We was all over the place. Now there's brothers over there in North Oakland, about 10 of them over there now. You can't go from one bar station to the next now seeing brothers stand up. This is getting us out of sin, all right? So this is what we have to understand, that there is hope, that we can change as a people, because our people are wicked, man, are wicked. Let me tell you this, women have babies now, not even being married, they think it's okay. When I was growing up as a young man, women were still looking shameful when they had babies out of wedlock. But now it's okay. They still having baby showers and everything, because they think it's okay. But that's really a scoring to the family, okay? That's a scoring to the family. Men used to get pissed off about that about 40 to 50 years ago. Yes? Is that old-fashioned? No, that's history. You're living through history now. History is being changed for a broader road to hell right now. You understand? The churches are not teaching our people. They stopped teaching our people a long time ago. But you're conditioned to having a good time and feeling good in the church. That's basically what's going on, a party. And it ain't the Most High's party. All right?
Give me Baruch 401, what you was bringing out earlier. Baruch 401. Okay? Because y'all, you so-called niggas and Latinos, man, don't understand, man, that we have a true heritage. Okay? Our people died for this laws. Okay? That's what our people understand. Okay? They died for this law. Okay? And that's what we're about to do. We'll stand up here and die for the law. okay, to teach our people. Why? Because we love our people. The so-called Negroes and Latinos, okay? You got that Luke 4:1? Okay. Yeah, hold that one. Yeah, we're going to read that one, 71. Maccabees, yeah, that's it, 71. Okay. Because like I said, you got it? Yeah.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1, in the Bible, in the 1611 version, King James. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High.
So this Bible is the commandments of the Most High, okay? Like I said, it teaches you how to act, how to treat your wife, how to treat your children, how to conduct yourself like men.
Right.
Okay, but
and the law that endure forever.
So this Bible endures forever. Even when we was in shackles and chains, the Most High had this Bible right in front of us. Okay? Right in front of our face. But
all they that keep it shall come to life.
So those are our people that come back to the Bible, come back to a true heritage, that you're Israelites, the Most High said you're going to come back to life. Okay? Go ahead.
But such as leave it shall die.
So those that leave this Bible shall what?
Shall die.
And that's what you see amongst our people in the ghettos. Destroyed. They die. They dead, man. Okay? But
they just dropping dead, man. People just dropping dead every day. You know what I mean? Crazy part is those who walk by us, they hear this word, and then they end up dying a year later, and they had a chance to change.
Right.
And we don't know if they changed or not. You know, we can't see in people's minds. But the Most High has us out here for a reason. It's a spirit that's moving. All right? Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take heed of it.
So the Most High is telling you, O Jacob, which I told you Jacob was you so-called Negroes and Latino forefather. He's calling you Jacob. Turn ye, O Jacob, from your sins. Right?
Walk in the presence of light thereof.
And the light is the Bible, which is the law, statute, commandments. When you go to Proverbs 6 and 23, it tells you that. Right?
That thou mayest be illuminated.
What?
Give not thine honor to another.
It says, give not honor unto another. Okay? Meaning these other nations. Right? And you see that. Like when you see hip-hop, I don't even listen to that garbage now. These guys is coming out with all this music now, all this stuff is garbage. Okay? It's not even talking about nothing. Okay? Not even talking about how to uplift your people. How to get themselves out of the condition that they're in.
Right.
All you hear is, I got hoes, I got money, I'm snorting, all this stuff, man. It's not talking about the people. Smoking weed, okay? Sleeping with your homeboy girl, okay? It's not talking about nothing. Okay? Good?
Well, it is just a rhythm, just a beat to get you going. And you be singing that crazy stuff to a good beat.
Take that beat away, the word.
You take the beat away in this garbage. Verse 6. You were sold to the nations.
The Most High said you were sold unto the nations. Like the Chinese, the Arabs, which was the so-called white man also. Okay, we were sold unto these nations. Go ahead.
Not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath.
See? The Most High said you removed him to wrath by not keeping these laws. So the Most High said, you know what? I'm going to put you so-called Negroes and Latinos into captivity under the hands of the other nations. Okay? Because you moved the Most High to wrath. Okay? Go ahead.
Because you moved the Most High to wrath, ye were delivered unto the enemies. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
You hear that? The Most High said you were sacrificed unto devils. Okay? Like Christmas is sacrificed unto devils. Okay? Halloween. Okay? Hold on. Give me Jeremiah 10. Give me Jeremiah 10. Let's see what our people have sacrificed even today.
Jeremiah 10.
Okay? Go ahead. Can you read that?
Right, so you got to understand when the brother's talking about sacrifice, and people think, oh, he stabbed her and put her over our altar. And no, sacrificing is your mind. When your mind starts to move in the direction of anything other than what the Most High wants for a good conscience sake, it's sacrificing. Don't you sacrifice for your job? You sacrifice for your family? Those are good sacrifices. A bad sacrifice is when you're doing wicked things, all right? Get to understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, hold on. All right.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
So the Most High is always speaking to the children of Israel, which is the 12 tribes of Israel. We say, hear these words, children of Israel.
Right, so when you read the scriptures, we're reading about the holidays of this land, right? This is an old pagan that happened even, you know where I'm going, right? This is an old pagan that happened even in the Egyptian times, all right? Because we were following pagans, but all of these origins come from the same area. But you gotta understand, when these holidays come around, who's more so celebrating this stuff than anybody? It's you women. You women push the men into it. The men really don't want to celebrate that. They don't want to go spend no money. They don't want to buy no gifts. But really, it's you women. They do it for your sake. You know, you get guys that get out of jail, they go back to jail because they don't have the money. They go rob people just to get you a gift. You can't tell me that ain't wicked. You know what I mean? But I'm just showing you, there's incidences why the stuff. Now, a lot of you say, well, there's a lot of good that happens during Christmas. The poor get fed. Yeah, but it's all in the image of, give me that. All right, go to 1 Corinthians 10 to 28. Let me show you what the scriptures say. Right. So you're going to have more people join hand in hand to do wickedness, to go against the Most High. You ever notice the news never mention God? They always say Mother Nature. So Mother Nature came to California again with the earthquake. Right? By the way, there was one yesterday, Friday, 2.7 in San Leandro. Could have been bigger. 1 Corinthians 10 to 28. Read that for me. 10:28. 1 Corinthians 10 to 28. So the brother's going to show you something according to why we don't worship these things. Give me that. 10 to 28.
1 Corinthians 10, verse 28. But if any man say unto you, this is offered into sacrifice unto idols, eat not for his sake that showed it. Right,
so here's a man that says, come worship Christmas. The Most High says, do not eat it for his sake. Because why? It condemns you. Okay? You wonder why people haven't, there's more older people die during those holidays, eating all that pork back fat, and all the stuff, the cranberry sauce, the honey baked hams. They end up in the hospital. The hospitals be full around that time. Okay? Why is that? Because they shouldn't be worshiping these weak holidays. Right? The Most High has holy days. That's where the word holidays come from. Holy days. Now the Most High has 7 holy days. The world has 7 holidays. All right? Which are wicked days. They go against what the Most High teaches. If this was really a Christian nation, they'd be following that, but they're not. If this was really a Christian nation, they'd be giving the land back. Okay? But they're not. Giving the land back to who? The American Indians. So basically what we're showing you, and the reason why we're here, because you probably wonder why we are here talking so much, really we're trying to show our people that they have a heritage in the Bible. All right? And their heritage is going to be the very thing that saved you. Okay? It's more than just calling yourself a Christian. Okay? It's more than that. Because the Israelites were the first Christians. The only reason they were called that, because if they called themselves Israelites back then, they would get killed. That's why they don't mention them in the New Testament very often. Okay? So they started calling them Christians based on that. Now you could do your own research and you'll see the same thing. They were killing Israelites. Nowadays they call them Jewish people, but Jewish is not really a Jew. It's a convert. That's what Jewish means. Not quite a Jew.
Jews are black.
The real Jews were black. The real ancient Israelites were black people. And this is truth. This is fact. This is not hatred. This is what should have been coming out way before we was born.
Right.
And on a mass level. All right? But see, this very thing, give me that Revelation 11 and 11. Give me that Revelation 11 and 11. Let me show you why people get mad at us when we say that the real Jews are black. Let me show you. Revelation 11 and 11.
Revelation 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of life of the Most High entered unto them.
Right, now the 3 days and a half is prophecy.
Right.
3 days and a half really means 350 years.
Right.
If you look at history from 1619 to 1969 is exactly to the date 350 years.
Right.
On that scale, that's when this truth started coming out on a mass scale across the whole entire earth. Okay? It was always here. They was teaching about this in 1918, but it was on a very small scale. We had this when we came over here in slavery, but it was on a very small scale because it got whipped out of us. We got books that shows you in West Africa where you had white scholars who went over there and saw that the whole West Africa was Hebrews. Okay, we got books during 1100s, 1200s, 1300s. All those names over there in Africa, Ghana, all those places actually had Hebrew names. Okay, during 70 AD, the Israelites fled into West Africa from the Roman persecution. They fled west to West Africa. Okay, continue to read out Revelation 11:11.
And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them.
Now, what is that great fear that fell upon them? We finding out that we're the Israelites. That's the great fear. People are afraid of a Negro, first and foremost, who reads.
Right.
And we only been reading about 100 years.
Right.
But now we just now getting understanding. Right? So, that great fear is us knowing that we're the Israelites. That's what the prophecy is all about. That whole 11th chapter is about us waking up. Okay? And that's part of Ezekiel 37. Read that again. Start from the top again.
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered unto them.
Now what is the spirit of life? When you read Genesis, the commandments was the spirit of life.
Right.
That's the spirit of life. Come on.
In 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet. A great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Right. Everybody that sees us are afraid. Like, what in the world is wrong with them? Somebody give me Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Hold that Revelation 11:11 bars off. But that's the fear. When we find out who we are, now we're finding out that's the fear of all other people. They're finding out, wait a minute, they're the real Jews? No way. Impossible. That black African, that Negro, he could not be a Jew. That's the fear. You understand? It's confusion to a man's mind when they don't know the history of God. But that's what's coming out now. And you people are going to find out that it's going to grow bigger and bigger like it's been doing. All right? Come over here, Icon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Bring it over here. Yeah, read that for me. Wisdom of Solomon.
Sorry, man. Yeah, don't make it, please.
Right, so our people got to understand, I'm about to show you what the fear is, too. I'll read some more of that in Revelation 11. Put your Bible down.
5:1, you say?
Yeah, 5:1. So I got my readers right here, trying to get my reader going. Go ahead, read.
Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
All right, so the righteous men are those who find out that they got to keep the commandments. And these are the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and American Indians. Because all of these tribes make up the Israelites. Matter of fact, let me tell you who exactly are the Israelites. The American blacks, the West Indians, the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Guatemala, the Panama, American Indians, Seminole Indians, Colombia, the Uruguayans, the Mexicans, and the Argentinians. These are the real Israelites.
Right.
These are the real Jews. Read.
Before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
Right, they made no account of our labors while we've been here. Right, come on.
Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Right, our people, once they wake up, the other nations are going to be in fear. Come on.
And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
So that's what you people see, the strangeness of a salvation right now. Okay? That's the fear. What strangeness of what kind of salvation is this? This is the salvation of the Bible. Go ahead, read.
So far beyond all that they look for. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
Right, they have us in derision, right? They have Michael Jackson in derision. They have James Brown in derision, right? All these different actors, these movie stars, they climb up the ladder, the celebrity status ladder, and then they fall hard. But all you people down in the gutters or the lower bottom of Oakland, they have you in derision. Police wait on you outside your house, right? They're moving you out of your neighborhoods now. It's called gentrification. That's what's going on now. Read on out.
And a proverb of reproach. We fools. It's like it. We fools accounted his life madness.
Right. That's the way they look at us. They count our lives for madness. But this is the truth. The truth is, this is who you are, you Negroes. When you wake up, that's going to be the phenomenon.
I took you from the pastures and from following the sheep to be prince over my people Israel. I have been with you wherever you have gone and have destroyed all the enemies in your path. I will make you a great name among the great ones of the earth. I will assign a place for my people in Israel. There I will plant them, and they shall dwell in their own land.